Wait a minute, hang on. Did she say there's no expert that says that this will work? Well, that's why we're doing it, America. Makes perfect sense. It's only cold outside because it's so hot. She agrees that it's none of the government's business, but we're going to do it anyway. Wow. Of course, she has to, because we're too stupid to understand that if we feed our kids an exclusive diet of donut-top, deep-fat fried cheeseburger ice cream, they might get a little fat. I didn't know that. This is torn from the pages of the Progressive Playbook. You're too stupid. You need the government to fix your life. And they agree with you that government has no place in this business. But we're just going to help make things better. Yes, they're coming. They're slowly but surely taking away your freedom under the guise of helping you. They only really want to help the inner city food deserts where there's no fresh produce available, not your neighborhood, really. So they shut down businesses in that area and force grocery stores to relocate where they're not going to have any business because the people in the food desert now get into their car that they shouldn't have or a bus they don't like riding in and get to the fast food oasis in the suburbs. Gee, all of that driving, wouldn't that hurt global warming? No. By the way, our old friends in the SEIU have jumped on board with this plan. Working alongside the First Lady, SEIU has unveiled a major ad campaign this week demanding reauthorizing and funding increases in the Child Nutrition Act. Gosh, that union just cares about you. It doesn't have anything to do with health care being put together one piece at a time because they couldn't get it all done in one big package. Every time government sticks their big fat faces into the affairs of family, it results in disaster. If Michelle Obama is so concerned with the BMI of her preteen girls who don't appear to me to be an ounce overweight, you know what? That's mom and dad's business, and they live in the White House, so they can do that. I'm going to stay out of their business, but I ask the President and First Lady to stay out of mine as well. Back in a minute. Oh, there it is, the Hollywood sign. And then a bunch of stuff that's giving people cancer right up above it. You see those, all those microwaves and stuff? How do the people in California allow that to happen? I'm going to show you something on that Hollywood sign in just a few minutes that will boggle your mind and make you feel good inside. You'll be able to laugh at Hollywood. Yes, coming up. Oh, it's candy. Don't miss it. Now, there are two things that this president has been very, very clear on. Number one, taxes.
No family making less than $250,000 a year will see any form of tax increase.
Okay. It even says it on the sign for the dummies, tax relief for the middle class. Well, reports today say the president is now agnostic on those taxes for those making under $250,000. Yeah. Really? You don't know now? Here's another one he was clear on. Bonuses, big bonuses.
How do they justify this outrage to the taxpayers who are keeping the company afloat? This is not just a matter of dollars and cents. It's about our fundamental values.
What fundamental value is earning money legally against? I mean, I don't think my greedy capitalist parents taught me the fundamental value of remaining poor at all cost. Anyway, the president has been consistent on that one until a couple of days ago when he said this. I, like most of the American people, don't begrudge people's success or wealth. That is part of the free market system. Whoa! So a couple of months ago, it's against our values. Now, I don't care, whatever. He's gone from having a pay cap police to Mr. Free Market. The guy appointed a pay czar, for the love of Pete. Well, what do you mean you love the free market system? And I asked somebody, please, in the White House, call me, I'll give you details, I'll explain exactly what it looks like. It looks like a plant, and it's a thing that just grows in, and then it opens up, and all of a sudden it spits a guy that looks just like Barack Obama out. I saw it in it was a documentary, Invasion of the Body Snatchers or something like that. Please look for the plants. I don't think he's the president anymore. George Washington said that we needed to be a nation of laws and not of men. Let me tell you exactly what he meant by that, if I may. George Washington would say, Charlie Rangel, you didn't pay your taxes. Ha! Stinks to be you. Bill Jehivowitz, who nobody knows. You didn't pay your taxes. Wow, sucks. We don't pay attention to who the men are. We look at the law. Let me ask you, are we a nation of laws or of men today? Is the president or our government playing favorites now? If so, why? Well, let's take a look at who these guys are. The president said, I know both of these guys, they're good guys. But let's look at the bigger picture. Do you remember when the lefty blogs went nuts and, when I suggested that we're doing favors to China because they own so much of our debt? We're no longer looking at them and saying, spies? Spies? What are you talking about, spies? It's China. They're spying on us. The government doesn't even want to look there anymore. Let me quote Benjamin Franklin. He said, the borrower is a slave to the lender and the debtor to the creditor. What does that mean? It means I got to do what you say if you're loaning me money. So who besides China do we have to play nice with? Let's see if the names on this list start to make any sense out of our government's actions or inactions. This is a list of the top 15 entities we owe money to, which we found on businessinsider.com. Oh, you're going to love this. Number 15, Russia. They own $128.1 billion in our debt. Yeah, I looked at Pooty Poot. I saw deep love in his eyes. I like Pooty Poot. I looked at Pooty Poot and saw $128 billion. Depository institutions. What's that? Hong Kong, $146.2 billion. Brazil, $157. I mean, how did we borrow? These are the thong bikini people. How do they have that much money? And we're borrowing from them. Insurance companies. Oh, insurance companies like, gee, I wonder why we bailed them out. That's weird. Caribbean banking centers. Oil exporting nations like, I don't know, the Saudis or what's the little country that we went in and we're like, hey, we really care about you. No, the little teeny one off of the coast of Saudi Arabia. Kuwait. Yeah. No, we really care about you. Okay, so you have that. Now let's see. Number 8, the United Kingdom. We owe them $277.5 billion. Here's where it really gets good. Pension funds includes private retirement accounts and government pension accounts. So in other words, everybody's pension. That's weird. $490.2 billion. We owe them money. They have our treasuries. State and local governments. Yeah, they're rock solid. Nobody's going to sell those. I mean, the local governments, they start to go out of business. They're not going to sell their treasuries and cash those in, or the pension funds, or United Kingdom, who's currently having to bail out their banks. They'll never cash those in. No. Or Russia. Russia, weren't they the ones who just said to China that they should sell treasuries because now is the time? That's weird. No, this doesn't look like it's a house of cards at all. Mutual funds, gee, aren't these the people that we had to bail out recently? Yeah, we bailed them out. Let's see, we bailed them out. We're bailing them out. We just bailed the unions out. We've bailed out the insurance companies. And we bailed the banks out. That's nice. It's almost like a little checklist. Here's Japan. Thank you, Japan. One of the only sane countries in the world. China, they're number 3. Other investors in savings bonds, $1.114 trillion. That's you. That's me. But here's the one who owns the most of our debt, the Federal Reserve and intergovernmental holdings. $5 trillion and rising with every single report. So, who's the president's boss? Ben Bernanke. Ben Bernanke. All of our decisions are being made looking through the lens of these people. Next, progressive taxes, unions, bringing down Hollywood. Next.